Video. Now today I'm going to be talking about are the traffic lights at the junction of Warwick Road and Poplar Rd the best traffic lights. Let's get started. Okay, so first of all, the traffic lights at the junction of Warwick Road and Poplar Rd are amazing. Because as you can see here, previous years of these they have been improving, but we'll go back to previous years of these traffic lights. So we'll go back to June 2023 for an example. As you can see here, look. How cool do these traffic lights look? They look amazing, don't they? I suppose these traffic lights do look very cool, don't they? And they do look cool back in April 2022. Look how cool they look. They're amazing, aren't they? So we'll go back to previous years of these traffic lights. But as you can see here, they've put louvers on that traffic light over there. How cool is that they've put louvers on traffic lights? I don't know. But please let me know in the comments how you rate these traffic lights. However, we'll go back to October 2021. I was trying to think that for a second. Yeah, it looks like those are traffic lights. However, they look absolutely fine, these traffic lights. There's one here with the, I think that's meant to be a right turn filter arrow, but I assume that not many buses turn right into Popular Road. However, if we go back to September 2020, as you can see here, look, it was back in COVID. Look, it says, I would have your say at that website down there on that sign. However, as you can see, look at the traffic lights are just changing to green, as you can see. If we go back to March 2019, just before COVID, look, as you can see here, these traffic lights are still cool. And they are improving on over the years. They may get replaced soon, but I'm not really sure. However, if we go back to October 2018, as you can see here, look how cool they look. They look exactly the same. However, the sun was out in October 2018, which is, I don't know what date that was filmed, but I have no idea. I assume it was filmed in October 2018. However, look how cool they look in March 2017. So if we go to March 2017, as you can see here, yeah, they look really cool, don't they? Even all of them do. May 2016 has made a difference. As you can see, they look very cool. However, they've recently done this road up because, as you can see here, look, they're doing road works because they've removed that crossing from there, which I'll go on to that in a second. As you can see here, look, they're installing new traffic lights here. Now, there is something else I forgot to mention about these traffic lights. If we go back to 2014, there we go. August 2014 to be precise. As you can see here, the traffic lights were not here before. They're over there. Now, I wouldn't doubt they'd be over there, but also I don't know why they're over there. I assume it's because there's a crossing there so people can use it. Obviously, if we go back to September 2012, for an example, look, you can see there, look, there's somebody crossing the road without pressing a button. Which also, if they don't press a button on that crossing, then that's their fault if a car runs them over. However, October 2011 didn't bring any challenges to these traffic lights. Look, they're absolutely the same. However, I'll go on to my point in November 2015 in a minute. April 2011 is absolutely fine. Obviously, the buses have obstructed the view of the traffic lights, which is a bit stupid. However, this is August 2011 to be precise. And this is a little bit of Warwick Road here, which you cannot actually access coming from that way because I think it's only for buses and cycles. So this is September 2012, and if we go over here, see that was taken in November 2012. A lot of these images were taken in 12. So if we go back to March 2010 for an example, see, look, the traffic lights are flashing amber, so that's cool. In May 2012, nothing was different. However, it looks like they're just changing to red. So if we go the other side of the traffic lights, it looks like the flashing amber's gone on, or I might be wrong. I'm not sure. No, it's flashing amber. I was right. However, if we have a look at August 24th, see, it looks like they've resurfaced this bit of road because it looks like they painted the zigzag lines in that box junction there. However, I'm going to go on to my point in November 2015 now. So as you can see, the crossing is not here anymore. There is still a crossing here, but unfortunately they've put a junction in, unfortunately. So, unfortunately now it's a junction. So instead they've just put traffic lights at this junction because all they're trying to get people to do is wait at the traffic lights, which is absolutely fine. But also they've put traffic lights at the junction of Warwick Rd and Poplar Rd. However, there was a sign over there that says road ahead closed, access to Marx's and Spencer's car park only. Which is quite weird because as you can see, look, they put like cardboard over the traffic lights. I assume to say that you can't use them. However, there is a temporary crossing here, as you can see, which is super cool. That is literally super cool that they've put temporary traffic lights in. If they just left them, they'd just put some temporary ones in without those pedestrian lights there. However, they've installed a new one, but that looks like a London traffic light is because it looks like a London traffic light. That is because I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't have a whiteboard, and London traffic lights don't have a whiteboard there. Anyway, that was a little video. If you have enjoyed the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. Until the next one, see you back here.